Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for another Hot Toys Secret Base figure preview video. Now before we begin, I have to say a massive thank you to Ryan Kirkwood. He went out in person to this Spidey event, got some gorgeous high-res pics and some awesome footage. Show Ryan some love down in the comments below because without him, this series literally wouldn't be possible. Now, if you are looking to pre-order this battling version of Spidey, it is limited and it is movie promo. The link for that is down in the description below to head over to toyswonderland.com. They have 12-month installment plans and an awesome reward system. Now, for the longest time, people have been asking for a battle-damaged version of Spidey. Hot Toys were very clever to call this one the battling version, because I personally wouldn't go so far as to say this is battle damaged. We'll talk more about that in just a second, but the first thing I want to address is this gorgeous diorama base. Y'all know me, I love me diorama bases, and apparently this right here is a chunk of the Sanctum Sanctorum, so technically, if you didn't want to use this base with Spidey, you could even give it to Doctor Strange. It has some cross-compatibility there, and I, for one, am all for it. It's sculpted magnificently, it's painted really nicely, it's crumbling, it's disheveled, it fits perfectly alongside the battling version of Spidey. Now, as I've said a couple of times when it comes to these diorama bases, yes, I love them, but I also wouldn't mind if they thought to include a standard base as well. They used to do that back in the day, but unfortunately they've since stopped. We'll have to see if one day they decide to do it again. Now he also comes with this mysterious magical cube. It apparently has some pretty significant weight to the story in the film. I haven't seen it yet, as none of us have at the time of filming this video. We'll have to wait and see when the film comes out as to what it actually does. Now, if this is something that you do find yourself wanting, then as of right now, this is the only Spidey that comes with it. We'll have to wait and see how that develops as they announce more stuff for the film, but if you want the box, I would say pre-order this guy because he's limited anyway. Plus, he is a cross-compatible release. What do I mean by that? Well, the suit that he's wearing is almost identical to the upgraded suit in Spider-Man Far From Home. The only difference is he's missing the black sections on his belt area. So if you wanted to suspend your disbelief and you weren't as focused on accuracy as, say, I am, because I'm a little bit OCD, then you could very easily work this guy into your Far From Home display. And I think it would be a great spot to put him right alongside Mysterio. Maybe it's the final battle on the bridge. I think it would work perfectly. Now, as I said earlier on, this guy isn't quite battle damaged, and I think that's why they called him the battling version. This is more just a dirtied up version of the upgraded suit, and I know why they did it. They couldn't really include a bunch of scratches and cuts in the material, because if they were real tactile tears in the fabric and you go to pose him, they will spread, they will get bigger, the material will stretch and it will tear even more so. So they had to go a little bit lighter weight on the battle damage. It's still scuffed in places on the rubbery plastic sections, it's got these soot marks here and there, he's been obviously walking through fire, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, this works for me. Plus, for the first time, this might be a Spidey that I actually go crazy with the posing with, because it doesn't really matter if the suit gets all that creased up, because it's the battling version anyway. So for me, yeah, I'm very tempted, as I said, to go crazy with the posing. It's kind of a liberating feeling to know that this is supposed to be a damaged suit anyway. So if you do put a few marks on it, it's going to look even more authentic. It's not going to detract from the fact that the suit otherwise would have been perfectly clean. Now here we have a close-up of the box. Interestingly enough, we do have an Eye of Agamotto / that window in the Sanctum Sanctorum kind of design in the circular sections, and it does have a bit of a green hue to it. There has been speculation as to what this does. To save for revealing any spoilers, I won't say anything, but then again, I don't really know anything anyway. It's just an interesting piece to have, and I'm pretty sure if this plays a significant role in the movie, like people are saying, then people will want this. So for me, I would get this guy, but I wouldn't be surprised if Hot Toys gives us this box with another Spidey release. But the cool thing about this movie promo figure is that it's not like the other movie promo figures. What do I mean in saying that? Well, usually we get a stripped back release without a head sculpt with some pretty standard accessories, but this time we get the brand new half and half Peter Parker head sculpt. This I love. It was first shown off with the integrated suit deluxe, and I loved it there. I love it here. Its likeness is pretty much bang on because it's the other Tom Holland head sculpt that we got with the regular upgraded suit, except this time we have the mask up on top of his noggin with some battle damage marks as well. So it doesn't look too out of place alongside the rest of the suit. It's not like it's completely clean and then the suit isn't. They all mesh quite well. Something that people have mentioned though is the lack of texture on the surface of the mask. And yes, I do agree with you, there should be more texture, but if you look very closely at Ryan's high-res pics, you can actually see a very subtle pattern there. It should be stronger, just like we see on the hands, which are also sculpted plastic, but it's not as far off as some people are saying. So if it comes out exactly like this, the prototype, I will be happy, but I am curious. Do let me know what you think of it down in the comments below, and in fact, what you think of the whole idea of movie promo. Now, technically, the previous movie promo figures came out around the time of the movie. I don't think this guy is going to come out a year early, because he is slated for 2022 to 2023, but I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little bit early, like the black and gold suit. I, for one, would be super excited to get this guy just because he does work in multiple different displays, and I think that's the key selling point. Plus, as far as I'm aware, we've never had a battling version of Spidey before, so this is a first on multiple fronts, including that Peter Parker head sculpt with the half and half. That's the first time we've ever seen that. So yeah, I'm all in. I love this release. Critique Hot Toys if you will, because it is very similar to the upgraded suit, but I think they've done enough to justify picking this guy up and having him displayed alongside the normal, clean, upgraded suit. Now if you are looking to pre-order, he is available from toyswonderland.com. Link for that is down in the description below. They have 12-month installment plans and an awesome reward system. While you're down there, why not check out the link to 6 Scale Network, the Facebook group. Come along, chat figures, share photos of your collection, and of course, see what's coming up next on the channel. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.